Okay, number 3. A function g is given here quadratic. You can see quadratic here. Be careful. This one condition. Your quadratic you punya function bersyarat, bukan the whole piece. Tinggal skerat saja. So kita nak tengok dia tinggal mana. Alright, and this function already completing the square to you. Dia akan simple. Okay, bila function tinggal skerat saja, kita nak buat domain and range, kita tak boleh buat macam biasa DSLR, range tu tak boleh. Kita kena berbantukan graph. Tengok graph bahagian mana yang tinggal. So we draw in the full first, then kita padam mana bahagian dia. So this one quadratic, you can see this one gx is equals to negative x plus 3 square. Dia dah completing the square. Already completing the square, siap-siap untuk kamu. We can see domain, kalau ikutkan domain function, domain bukan special case, right? Negative infinity to infinity, right? But because of condition, we follow the condition. We only take negative 2 to infinity. How about the range? Then kita kena lukis graph. Okay, you punya quadratic kat mana? X equals to negative 3 dengan y equals to 1. This is your quadratic yang negatif, bermaksud this is your maximum point. Graph masam kan? X-axis, y-axis. So graph masam kan? This is your maximum point. Faham? Use back your form 5 punya ilmu ni. X sama dengan negatif 3. Tutup ni, tengok y sama dengan 1. So negatif 3, 1 adalah maximum point. And from where they start cut off? From negative 2. Here. Included. So when x equals to negative 2 here, what's your y coordinate? Negative 2 plus 3 square plus 1, what's your y coordinate? This is 0. Betul? No. Oh, negative 1, yeah. So ini kena atas sikit. So itulah pelik. 0 supposed to be x-intercept, right? Okay, lukis balik. Negative 3, okay, negative 2, 0, here, maximum, 1, macam tu, dia punya quadratic macam tu, turun, betul, dia akan sentuh y-axis lah, bagi dekat sikit, macam tu, dia akan sentuh y-axis. So start from here, dia punya graph, dia punya function, then, this one is not in your domain, our graph tinggal sini je sekerat. So therefore kita punya range, negative infinity up to 0. Faham? Range tengok daripada bawah sampai pada maksimum. Maksimum dia dekat koordinat sini, included. When you have equal mean this is included. Since your x is included, so your y coordinate sini pun included. Alright, then question B. Show that the inverse is axis B. Our function is cutted. Our function tinggal sekerat. So kita tak boleh guna algebraic method. Faham? Algebraic method untuk secara general saja. Sebab algebraic method tak boleh tunjuk mana bahagian kamu dah cut. So hanya kita nak tunjuk this one is axis, inverse is axis means 1-to-1 function. Axis lah betul, it is a 1-to-1 function. So to show 1-to-1, you only can using your graph. So by how you have to draw it correctly. Y-axis, x-axis, start from negative 2 and 0 here, you punya graph gx turun begini. And y-intercept dia apa? When x equals to 0, y dia negative 8. So how to show one graph, how to show inverse its axis? It has to be one-to-one function, right? So how to do one-to-one function graphically? Using horizontal line test. So draw a horizontal line. So from the horizontal line test, it has one intersection point only. Therefore, this is g-axis one-to-one function. When gx is one-to-one function, you look at the question. Do you answer the questions? You haven't answered the question. You have to delete it to inverse. Does this inverse exist? Yes. G inverse. So inverse function of G is axis. Alright. Then question C. Find the inverse and state its domain and range. Okay, so question C, then only we start find its inverse. G inverse equals to x. So substitute G inverse into the function G. So tempat x ni diganti dengan G inverse okay, then we try move it one by one. G inverse plus 3 square. Move 1, you get minus 1. Divide by negative, move negative, you get 1 minus x. Okay. If you do 1 minus x, you will be negative x plus 1. Sama saja. Move your square, always positive, negative, square root. And then move your 3 to the left, to the right, you get minus 3. So you are taking which part? You're only taking one part to be inverse, right? So we say since what? Since dia punya domain lah, sebab dia dah cut. Since dia punya domain is x more than equal negative 2 only, your G inverse is taking positive part or negative part? Positive part, so positive side. The right side, so positive side. And then the question they carry forward, they ask, what's your domain and range? So domain G inverse refer to the range. Range G here, negative infinity to 0. And range G inverse refer to domain, which is negative 2 to infinity. Then they ask you to, question D, they ask you to draw it again on the same axis to sketch G and G inverse. So jangan usik graph ni lah. Graph ni adalah untuk tunjuk horizontal line test, right? So the question D is we're going to draw it and show how we get the inverse. Okay? So to get your inverse graph, you need x-axis, you need y-axis, and then some more you need inflection, light, reflection, axis, and just now, negative 2. Negative 2 sentuh sini. Your graph is coming down like that, quadratic. So draw it. This is your gx, intersect at negative 2, intersect at negative 8. Okay, so buat pasik pantulan, buat sini 45 darjah lipat, you pantul elok. So when you refract it, you punya graph akan keluar sini. And then dia akan sentuh sini. Macam tu. Negative 2, intersect, negative 8, point is include. This is G inverse. Lastly, label your graph. Origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 10 labels. Okay, dia pantul, dia pindah, dia akan pantul takat situ. Cuba tengok dapat tak? Cuba lipat, gores.